Hi everyone, I'm Jenna, and today I'm here to share with you my progress for week 1 of the O.W.L's Read-a-thon. And actually, for this week that I'm talking about, there aren't going to be any clips of me vlogging this read-a-thon because I just didn't get around to filming. So it's actually in the morning on day 6, which is a Monday, and I'm going to be talking about the first 5 days of the read-a-thon. So I'm coming at you sort of vlog style, just sitting on my bed by my books and just giving you a casual update. So the first book that I started reading the first day is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And this book is one that I started very early in the morning on Wednesday because I couldn't get back to sleep, which was around like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I proceeded to listen to this book all the way until about 10:30. And then I took a break and was on my phone for a bit before I listened to some more of this when I took my shower. And after that, I proceeded not to read any more of this because I was in the process of finishing a video that I started the previous week called The Best Books of 2019 video. And that took pretty much until like 8:30 to get that filmed and edited and all that. So I only managed to read 180 pages of The Night Circus, which goes towards the class of History of Magic. We need to read a book about witches or wizards, and this book features magical magicians, which are the same thing as wizards. So that's day 1. Now on to day 2, where I read more of The Night Circus. And this I read in the evening/night time. And the reason why I only read it then was because the rest of the day I was filming a video. And that video was my TBR for the O.W.L's Magical Read-a-thon. And in there I tell you what career I chose and the classes that I need to take and the books I chose that correspond to those classes. And yeah, that took me pretty much a good chunk of the day to do that. But considering that I started reading around like 5, I guess, I managed to read 60 pages of The Night Circus, which just blows my mind. Now on to day 3, where I finished The Night Circus by reading the last 172 pages of this. And I have to say that I really enjoyed this book. And my favorite aspect of this book was the magical circus. I just loved all the tents that were described in this story. And honestly, I could have read an entire book on each one of the tents that were explored in this book because, man, they were fascinating. And because I finished this book on day 3, I managed to complete a class that this book went along for, was History of Magic. So, very happy. 1 book down and 1 class down, so 3 more to go for graphic design. Now, I did have a little time on day 3 to read more, but my dad's girlfriend and their dog came over for the weekend, so we kind of basically just hung out on day 3, which was Friday, and I only managed to get some reading done before I went to bed. And that book that I decided to read is Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. And this book is a book that goes towards ancient ruins, where you need to read a book with your heart on the cover or in the title. And this has the word heart in the title, so I'm using it for that one. And I only managed to read 20 pages before 12 o'clock that night. So if you combine the 20 pages that I read of Inkheart with the 170 pages of The Night Circus, we get a grand total for day 3 of 192 pages read, which I'm super happy about. Now let's go on to talk about day 4 and day 5, which I am lumping together because I only managed to read right before I went to bed on those days because there's a lot going on during the day. Basically on those days we went out for walks and hikes and stuff, so we were kind of out most of the day because it's been really beautiful the past like 2 days, so we've been taking advantage of that. So, and then when we come back we kind of hang out and watch movies and all that sort of stuff, so I just have time to myself to actually read, and when I do get to read is right before bed. So on day 4 I read 37 pages more of Inkheart, and then on day 5 I read 31 more pages of Inkheart. I wish I could have read more, but I am still glad that I got to read at least something those last 2 days. And yeah, that's it for this video today. I really hope you liked it, and please leave a comment below letting me know how you're doing for this readathon, because I would really love to know. If you're not doing well, that's okay. There's still plenty more of April left to get lots more reading done, so don't be too hard on yourself if you're not getting much reading done. But if you are, good for you. So I'll see you next week for my next update for this readathon. Bye!